Most sprinters aren't at 100%, and honestly, I'm not either. In this video, I want to be real with you about what it's like to train through an injury. Not just the pain, but the mindset, the mistakes, and the adjustments I've had to make. If you're a track athlete, or even just someone who pushes through pain thinking it's part of the grind, this one's for you. In track culture, especially sprinting, there's this silent expectation that we always show up, even when something feels off. Tight hamstrings, sore ankles, slight hip shift. We tell ourselves it's just part of the sport. The reality is, most of us are training at some level of dysfunction, and that push through mindset is part of the problem. For me, it started with a right hamstring strain that happened around late April of this year. At first, I brushed it off. I thought if I just took a week off and performed a 10 by 10 hamstring protocol, shout out to Derek Henson, everything would be right back on track. So after about a week and a half of relatively low pain, I returned back to 100% sprinting with reduced volume, and on my second rep of acceleration starts, I suffered another hamstring strain on the same leg. No black and blues, but this was starting to become both annoying and impactful. I refused to let these hamstring strains deter me from peaking for this outdoor season. So, I attacked my hamstring rehab again with more focus and intent. At the same time, both my feet were getting a little sore from all these short distance sprints, but nothing more than usual. However, over time, my right foot never really recovered and went back to a baseline of pain freeness like my left foot. It stayed consistently painful, low grade, but it was on my mind. I trained through it for weeks because, well, that's what sprinters do, right? You tough it out. Looking back, it wasn't being tough, I was being reckless. So here's what I'm doing differently now. 1. Modified work. Biking and maybe swimming for anywhere between 5 to 10 seconds of max out effort, followed by a short rest for multiple sets. The purpose behind this is so that I can get used to working at my top end speed, which was my original game plan for this summer. The next thing I am managing will be my pain scale check ins. If pain ever goes above 3 out of 10 when I am doing any type of workout, whether it's strength, whether it's my modified track day, or my power day, I will shut it down. I'll reflect and then plan accordingly for the next time. As for why that may have happened, is it a fluke? And then all the different type of rabbit holes that can entail. My current short-term pain goal is to have 7 days of uninterrupted 0 to 1 out of 10 pain without any spikes. I'm willing to sacrifice even the winter season if that means that I can set up for next year healthy and strong. Of course, I don't want to have to do that, but I have to stay objective and keep my goals smart. So, the short term specific goal I have is to prepare for the upcoming winter indoor season. I'll also be working on my daily check ins. I'll film and journal my sessions to track the symptoms. My first short term goal is to make sure that walking feels great because for the last 8 weeks now ongoing, Walking has been a low grade pain, and I haven't had a day where walking was completely pain free. So, that being said, walking is definitely gonna be on the daily check in, making sure my mind and body feel great. This will ensure that everything is progressing in a positive direction. I will also be listening to my body, which is probably the most important thing to do right now. Not just, quote, doing the plan, unquote. This isn't a comeback story yet, it's an accountability one. If you're training through something right now, ask yourself, are you helping your long term performance or just avoiding the discomfort of stopping? The second thing I'd like for you to ask yourself, are you adjusting your training or just pretending that you can out tough the pain? Being hurt doesn't make you weak, mismanaging pain does. And I say that as someone who's done exactly that. So overall, I'm still figuring it out. I have not been sprinting, but I will be doing a lot of different cross training methods and touching on different attributes to develop my sprinting profile package. If you've ever dealt with chronic pain, minor injuries, or you just want to learn on how to be more sustainable as a sprinter, let me know in the comments below. I'll keep sharing what's working and what's not as I go through this. Like, comment, subscribe, and more importantly, take care of your body. You've only got one. Appreciate you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.